weekend golfing forecast.
Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me.
I know we think of Labor Day as the end of summer.
I forgot when you were gone. Baloo the bear shows up.
I'm telling you, if I'd have known you would have done that, we could have saved a lot of money on that Open. We could have just had you sing it, not have to pay the singers. Thanks a lot.
I forgot to say that Baloo has joined us for the golf segment every week.
For the golf segment.
Oh, I am gone. That's Baloo. I am real gone. That's a great movie, by the way.
I need to look that up.
You've never did you seen The Jungle Book?
It's The Jungle Book.
The Bare Necessities
I
of
haven't
Life?
seen it in a long time.
That's Phil Silvers, right?
Not Silvers. Phil
Connors?
Phil Harris? Phil Harris? No, not that Phil.
Net the head?
See what I have to put up with every day?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
You thought I was bad to work with in TV. Look what I have to deal with for 3 hours every day.
much to everybody's amusement.
Yeah. Phil, what's his name? And
Phil Harris.
Phil
Harris.
Silvers? Phil Harris. It might be Phil Harris. I think it was Phil Harris. I think it was Phil Harris. And then Louis Prima,
right.
who played the ape, who sang, I Want to Walk Like You, Talk Like You.
Yes.
2 great songs. I mean, I call them up every once in a while on the internet and just watch them.
It's an old movie.
It is an old movie.
Mm-hmm.
2 great songs.
While we were sidetracked by Baloo the Bear here, alias Rick Lukens, not only is Kris going to continue with the golf forecast, she's agreed to actually, and I don't know why she did this, she's going to come through the football season as well.
Sure. You need your football weather.
Right.
They play that outside mostly.
And as we get into October and November, it becomes a lot more important than it does now because, as again, I will continue to say, this is the best time of the year for me in the Inland Northwest.
I would agree with you, and I think a lot of people do now that we've cooled down a little bit and not quite cold in the mornings, just crisp.
Right.
And it is. I agree. I'm seeing lots of happy faces enjoying this weather, and the weekend is actually going to be almost summer-like. But I tell you, it's different when it's this time of year because of the sun angle. We're heading up into the 80s starting tomorrow, 83. 86 Saturday, 83 Sunday, but it's just different when you have an 86-degree day this time of year. The sun angle is such you do not get as hot.
Is that the reason why July and August is in the 90s and September can be in the 80s? Is that simply the sun angle, or is it, or are there other factors?
Well, it has to do with the sun angle, but if you were just talking sun angle, then the hottest time of the year would be at the summer solstice, which is in June.
June, correct.
Right.
And
so
we
has
never
to
know
do
because it always rains in June.
Exactly. But there is a heat budget in the atmosphere where the amount of outgoing radiation at night begins to exceed the amount of incoming radiation during the day.
Okay.
And so our warmest time is actually in late July, early August, and then it really starts to fall
See,
off.
and the numbers, I'm looking at Chris's forecast, and I'm looking at the 80s, and that's nice, but I'm also looking at lows 53, is that 57? 51? That's perfect.
It is. And we've had some 40s at night, too. That's, 51 tonight.
That's not so perfect.
Yeah,
When it gets
is
into
that a
the
little
40s.
chilly for your taste?
No, because that tells me it's coming.
It's over.
It's coming.
So this, nice golf weather. The bummer, the day is so short now that the tee times are fewer. You got to get out there. Then again, this time of year, people often put their clubs away. I don't understand it.
It's like skiing in April.
Yeah.
People all of a sudden go, you know what? It's April. I can't be skiing.
That's the best time to go skiing.
This is the best time to play golf.
I think it's the best time.
It's cooler.
Yes. But the only problem, the longer shadows freak me out. It's harder. I lose the ball in the fairway. I'm getting older. Don't see as well. When you're taking a swing, if the sun's behind you, you get this long. It's distracting. Are you with me? Am I out here by myself?
I know what you're saying. I have never experienced that as being a problem.
Well, I just looking for something to blame
shadow.
it.
So what Crocker's saying is that she's really easy to distract on the golf course.
That is for sure.
And so if you're in a money game with her, all you got to do is just kind of
I stand
hum a song
make
or
my
something.
shadow go back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm with you. I don't like to hit my own shadow because I have ADD, and so I'll be halfway through my swing. I'm like, oh, look at my shadow.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, oh my gosh, my left arm is not straight enough in that shadow.
How huge my arm looks. And I'm like, Shank.
Okay, I'm playing a different game than you guys are because I noticed none of that.
Oh,
Okay.
man. I could tell you what the guy 3 holes down was saying in the middle of my swing.
I'm on the 13th tee at Downriver a couple of years ago playing with some people I had just met. And so we played 12 holes together. We're on the 13th tee. I stand up to the ball, and I'm about ready to swing, and I back away. I just back away, and then I come up and I readdress the ball, and I drive it right down the middle. I mean, I stripe it right down the middle. One of the guys I was playing with goes, "Why did you stop?" And I said, because I was standing over the ball and realizing that what I was thinking about. I was thinking, on the way home, I got to stop and pick up a couple of steaks. And I was standing over the ball thinking about that. You know, I wasn't going to hit that ball real well.
No. Do the tiger and stop mid downswing. And
How do you do that?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I've never-
I think, I'm going to hit this really bad. Yep,
Yeah.
I did. All right. I should have done the tiger.
If I take the club away, it's coming back.
Yeah, and I've been halfway through my swing saying, in my head, this feels terrible.
Yes.
And then I'll
Yes.
swing anyway.
Yeah.
This feels awful. There's no way that this is getting burnt.
And
I
sometimes
knew that was going to happen.
Sometimes at address, and you're like,
Yeah,
I
and you
should have.
still swing.
I should have re-racked that one. There is a tournament Sunday that still has a couple spots open for. It's the Mike Chappell Memorial. It's at Indian Canyon Sunday afternoon. Mike Chappell, an attorney, beloved environmental hero here in Spokane, who unfortunately passed only at 44 years old of a heart attack this month last year after
Wow.
playing Indian Canyon. He was an avid golfer. Half the proceeds from the tournament go to the First Tee and half to the Spokane Riverkeeper, which he founded. And so a good tournament to honor a great man, and still a few spots available there.
Okay, that's at the Canyon.
Uh-huh.
Go see one of our favorite pros, Gary Lindeblad, too.
Love Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about the football forecast for 7 o'clock football games on Friday night? We going to need a blanket?
Like, it gets so cool.
Dennis takes
once-
a blanket everywhere he's going. You're going to need a blanket.
Hey, hold on a
It's a
second.
blankie.
Now, Kris Crocker can attest to this. I grew up in southern Idaho. I always had a jacket and a blanket
Yes.
in the back of my car 12 months out of the year.
It gets so cold at night there, regardless, as I discovered just over the weekend. I was in Idaho Falls and remembered everybody was we were all freezing.
Yeah, I swear to you, that's why I have a blanket in my car at all times.
Well, it does. We're going to be at 83 for our high Friday. So certainly if you are out at those games, it will cool down quickly because our sunset now is like it's 7:15.
I know.
So it does cool down quickly. So if you're, prone to be chilly,
Well, take one to sit
if
on.
you're kind of wimpy
Yeah.
like me,
If you
I would take a sweatshirt.
Take
but-
one to sit on.
Yeah.
And then if you have to, you got a blanket you can wrap around yourself.
Sure.
Because it's going to be, by the time games end at 9:30, it's going to be.
It'll be in the 60s.
Yeah.
But it does. It feels cool to me. I
Right.
don't. But again, I'm kind of weak that way.
Now, the Cougars play Eastern at noon on Saturday.
That's going to be a warm game because we are going to be in the mid 80s that day. And by the way, a cloudless sky for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, we have a few clouds coming in. And then Monday, all kinds of things happen. But we're not talking that far in advance.
Oh, my God. Really? That's going to happen on Monday?
Yeah.
Wait till Tuesday.
Enjoy the
Look
weekend,
at my-
everybody.
Look at my
Yes.
golf day on Tuesday. Yeah.
Monday does not have a lot to recommend it. Dusty.
No. Don't tell people.
Okay, I'm not
We're
gonna
just
tell you.
teasing them.
Okay.
We want them to think the worst.
Okay, let's watch tonight. Watch
Snow.
tonight at 5,
Yes.
6, and 11.
Yes,
That's
Kris
what I do.
will give you an unbelievable weekend forecast heading into Armageddon on Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, definitely. So yes,
You
thank
ca-
you. Thank you.
You can't say this. I can. Monday's going to suck.
I know I cannot say
No,
that,
I know.
but if I could, I would say that.
I'm glad you said it's going to be really warm at the game on Saturday.
Why?
Because I'm actually need to plan a day ahead in what I'm going to wear.
Oh.
Shorts.
And so short pants it
Short
is.
pants.
Are you gonna take your shirt off and paint your
I'll
stomach
I'll have to be
too?
a vowel.
Because I would
I'll
like.
have to be a vowel.
You could
Fat
be a-
guys
if
are always the vowel.
If you be a W.
Yes, if
could
you
be a
look,
W.
watch.
I
Next
could be
time
the,
you
I could
watch-
be the W. I
Yeah.
Next
suppose.
time you watch a college football game, and the guys are in there with their shirts off. The fat guys are always
Really?
vowels.
I
at a
And
Colorado.
if there's an O, it's always an O.
Yeah, but I mean, making a fat guy the letter I is just stupid.
It's not fair.
Well, no, but they would probably
It's
usually
slimming,
stick
though.
to E.
It is.
It's slimming.
The
It is.
O for sure.
The O's or the U's. I saw the biggest U in my life at a Colorado Buffs game as guys were spelling Buffs. This guy was 450 if he was an ounce.
It was Buffs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that would be if you have any desire to participate in that sort of fandom, then yeah, Saturday, great stomach painting day.
Got to support the team.
If you do that, if you see a stomach painter, take a picture and
Yes.
send it
Yes.
to our email address. Are you kidding me? It's 700ESPN.com. Don't text us to us because we can't get the pictures. Send it to us, and we'll share it not only with you on our website, but we'll share it with Kris Crocker as well.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
No, I would like to see that.
Stomach
I like
painter.
Not for a long time, but
I
just
like a good
quickly.
There
Laugh
will be
painting.
there will be a lot of stomach painters at the game we're at.
I would think so. If it's the temperature's going to be in the 80s,
There will be a lot of it. So Dennis will get some good photos and we'll share.
I will. I'll share them with
Okay,
you.
I'm looking forward to that.
You can tell us how you like them next week when you're here.
Rank them. Okay.
Kris Crocker's weekend golf forecast, as long as we're teeing it up, and high school and football forecast as well every Thursday at 3:30 right here on 700 ESPN. It's Patch and Lukens and also on the Coors Light Frost.